Namo Narayana.
Namo Narayana.
Namo Narayana, Swamiji. Today, we are going to have the beautiful culmination of this great stotra that we have been learning. 32 names, and we are upon the 32nd name, which is Durgadaarini. Very strong name, very strong. It just sums up her personality. Darini. What is Darini? Darini, the word comes from Dhru Darayati. That means to tear asunder, completely destroy. It's like destruction with a vehemence, Of course, it's a sattvic part to it, but it's an extremely strong word. Destroy with total destruction. Just get rid of it completely. That's the meaning of Darini. Okay. Now, what is she destroying? Durgadaarini. She is the destroyer of Durgas. Now look at this meaning. We have seen many shades of the word Durga. Look at this shade. Durga, in this case, something formidable. But in this case, it is the formidable difficulties, the formidable strong enemy. It can be a Rakshasa like Chanda, Munda, Shumbha, Nishumbha, Madhukaitava. It can be Rakshasas, or it can be difficulties that are facing her devotees, any kind of difficulty, even the difficulties, our own shadripus, our own wrong tendencies, all this she destroys. And it is not just a destruction, it's complete destruction. Okay. So Durgadaarini, she is a strong destroyer of all the difficulties, demons, whatever is evil in the world, no matter what it is. The evil can come in many forms. And all those evils, she is capable of destroying it, and she destroys it. That is Durgadaarini. Use it. When you say Darini, say it with a force. Then only the meaning comes out. If you say Durgadaarini, it doesn't make any sense. But you say Durgadaarini. Okay? So that is, the Sanskrit words have to be pronounced with proper intonation. Then they really have the mantra meaning. Like a R, for example. We are used to saying a rolling R. In Sanskrit, it is not a rolling R. It's a very strong R, like almost like a double R. Ram, Ramachandra. Okay, so when you say R that way, that has a strength. Okay, so that much about the word. So this is a very last word, a culminating statement of her personality. We see here the devotee has propitiated the goddess with 32 names. Why so many names? There can be even more names, because we can describe in personality with different names, different meanings, all kinds of things. There can be 100 more or more than 100 more. But why so many names? It is Goddess does not need all those names. It's for us. When we say every word, every shade of different meaning, we remind ourselves of the greatness of her multifaceted dimensions of her personality. And that is for us, that's a consolation for us. The devotee feels consolation saying, oh, you are there to take away all my sankatas. Oh, you are there to destroy my enemies. Oh, you are there to support me when I'm in difficulties. We are telling ourselves that each of this name is giving us some kind of solace, some kind of courage. So it is for our benefit. And now that you chant the stotras, knowing a little bit of its meaning will make your chanting more meaningful. It's always good to know that, what is a stotra? A stotra is defined as Stuvanti Devataha Yasmin. Stuvanti Devataha Yasmin. In which the deities, the gods and goddesses are praised. That is a stotra. So, there are stotras of many different gods. You know, there are Devi stotras and Shiva stotras and Vishnu stotras. The literature, Sanskrit literature, is extremely rich in the stotras, and sometimes they're very kavyamaya stotras. They're forceful stotras, gentle stotras, Saundarya Lahari, gentle stotras. The Shankaracharya's sutras, stotras to the goddess, oh my God, they're so beautiful, so prasadik. You don't see the force there, but you see the beauty there. So I would like to draw your attention to learn more stotras, look at its meaning. The translations are available everywhere. However, when you look at the Google translations, they're wrong. Some of them, okay? You have to go to the root of the word. Some translations are so hilarious. I can't believe who did that. So learn from somebody who knows the language always. Okay. So with this, we have spent so much time together learning this beautiful stotra, understanding Devi. So I would just like to conclude with a mantra, Devi mantra. Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvata Sadhike Sharanye Trimbake Gauri Narayana Namostute Narayana Namostute Narayana Namostute.
Sharanagata Deenatha Paritrana Parayane Nisargasyapi Hare Devi Narayani Namostute Hari Om. It's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And I'm sure that even if intellectually we do not understand the meaning flows within us. In the beginning, there were many people who had asked me, I would like to know the meaning of the mantra. And I had said no. Why? Because if at that point of time, we start trying to understand the meaning of the mantra, then it remains an intellectual activity. But when we have chanted this mantra over a period of time, then the vibrations create some change within, and that change is an experience. And with this experience, when you relate to the intellectual information, then this allows us to take our experience deeper within. Sri Aurobindo had mentioned the intellect is the barrier. Intellect was my friend, my support. Intellect became the barrier. Transcend intellect. In spiritual life, intellect can be a barrier. We can understand so much about Vedanta. Does not mean we can experience it. To experience Vedanta, we need to be somebody like Ramakrishna Paramhans or like Jnaneshwar Maharaj, who could connect to that person over there, or like Tairang Swami. There are so many examples. There are people who were illiterate. They did not understand anything, but they experienced it. Ramakrishna Paramhans, he experienced that he himself was Kali. And people were, oh my God, what is he doing? He's defiling the Devta. But it was not so, because that was his experience. He did not need any intellectual knowledge. Just intellectual knowledge does not take us anywhere. So, does it mean that we have to be zombies? No. We have to be wise, not just intellectual or not just clever. You see, cleverness can land us into a problem. But Vidvatta, wisdom, is the knowledge which is tempered with experience. And when that happens, then there is shift within and you go to the next level. Today's word was Durgadaarini. She who destroys all forms, all aspects of difficulties. Sajjad, from the very root, everything is taken out. If you have a weed and you cut the weed from the top, it comes up again. So you go a little bit deeper and cut it off. Still it comes up. You need to go deep within till the bottom of the root and pluck it out. When that happens, that is Durgadaarini. And let us pray that she showers upon us her grace, and let's all the shades of her meaning manifest in our life and allow us to enrich ourselves, to fulfill ourselves, to achieve the goals, to have satisfaction and ananda. That should be our goal. That should be our aim. So, keeping this in our mind, pondering, savoring the meaning of Ma, let us conclude the first mala of the Durga Dvatarinchan Namamala mantra, and let us continue to be the disseminators of this energy for ourselves, around ourselves, and also beyond. For remember, it is not we who are doing it. We are just specks. In the same way as Krishna had lifted the Govardhan on his little finger, and the Gopas, they just put sticks around. What was the value of those sticks? Nothing. But it was their bhav. अरे मेरा कान्हा अकेला छोटा बच्चा है, कर रहा है, नहीं चलो हम लगाएंगे. It is this bhav which is so important. That stick in itself has no value. Our chanting so that there can be world peace has hardly any value. But our bhav connects us to that divine, and then that divine flows through us, creating a shift around us. So we become a medium of the divine. Let us become that. Let us spread positivity within us, around us, and beyond. Namo Narayan. Take care, stay safe,
So much.
and remain transmitters of this positive energy. We shall meet tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. in the morning.
Namo Narayan, Swami.
Thank you.